Hi everyone, my name is Maria. Thank you for tuning on. Um, I would like to make this video real quick. It's just a dream that I had. It was an interesting dream because I have many dreams about the Lord and His coming and other things like warnings and stuff. But this one was different. My husband and I, we've been to Paris, and the dream, I think we lived there or we went back, right? And so we we were from a window we can see the Eiffel Tower, but then so we can see the Eiffel Tower when we were in this apartment, and it was small. It wasn't, I guess it was dingy. I think there were more people other than us. I don't know who were there. I don't really remember. I don't have that much detail, but and all I remember is the Eiffel Tower. It was broad daylight and the sun was out, and from the very top of the Eiffel Tower I can see a beautiful bride and her groom. She was dressed in all white. She had something in her head. I don't remember if it was flowers or a hat or one of those beret, I think it's called, that people use in Europe. It was white. Her dress was white. Her bouquet of flowers was full. I don't remember what type, and it was white. And then everybody was just in awe of how beautiful. Mind you, from the apartment, I can see the Eiffel Tower pretty close. In reality, though, it was super far that I can see it this small from where I was. But my eyes magnify from the very tip of it, where you can stand on the Eiffel Tower and look down. That's where she was. Apparently, it was open around the very top part of the Eiffel Tower. And everyone was in awe. It was just such a beautiful scene, seeing her just gleaming from the very top. And it was such like a public area, and people are watching her from every corner, from the bottom. People that was next to her couldn't stop smiling of how beautiful this bride was, and people were recording her. Everyone saw her. Everyone, she was like a spectacle. Like, you had to see this bride. And just like that, in the midst of her happiness, she throws herself down the Eiffel Tower. She leaves the groom behind. She fell like this. Pretend this is her head, and then this is down here is her feet. She fell like this, and she just kept twirling down. And when she was twirling down and everybody caught it on camera and on tape. And when she hit the floor, boom, she died. In my dream, I was in the midst of her going like this. She had her eyes open and she was very sad. The world saw her as this happy, beautiful person, a couple. But she was so sad. She just went down. She just threw herself. She just went down. And as she's going down and down in slow motion, and down and spinning in the air, I remember saying, oh my God, the bride, no, someone catch her, no, 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 the bride, the bride. And I was weeping. I was mourning her. I was so sad. I had this deep sadness. It was one of the most saddest things I've ever seen. And I was telling my husband, honey, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go save her. He's like, you can. And he grabbed me, and I was like, no, please, why the bride, the bride? And just like that, few minutes from her falling, you see the caption. And everyone surrounded her, tried to revive her. And they lift her up like this, and she put her head back, and she dropped her flowers, and she just stayed on the floor dead, bleeding. It was one of the saddest images I've seen in my dream. And her death broke me inside. I did not know her personally, but I felt that there was a connection between me and this bride. I couldn't get over her death. But before days passed, I had like this anxiety attack that this had happened to this person that I've never met in my life. I didn't even know her name. She was just known as the bride. That just in an instant, CNN posted on TV, breaking news on the bottom. Breaking news. Breaking news. The bride has fallen. The bride has fallen. This is so funny. Look at this. Wow, I didn't even notice that. The Eiffel Tower. Wow, look at this. Yeah, she was right here. And she fell, and the image of the Eiffel Tower. Wow, I forgot that this was an Eiffel Tower. And the image of this Eiffel Tower became of a fallen bride. That's all it was moving forward after CNN announced the bride has fallen, and she kept falling. She kept falling, turning around. She was sad. She was sad as she was going down. And when she made it down, it was her impact that when she fell, everyone, it hit. It was like a boom, and it hit everyone watching TV. It hit everyone next to her. It hit everyone watching from the very top of the Eiffel Tower who was next to her, and from the bottom who was next to try to revive her and catch her, but it was too late. She was gone. She threw herself from the Eiffel Tower when everyone was looking. And you know what I thought as well? Look at this. This is known as the City of Love. Romance. And here is this bride. While everyone thinks that because she's up there with her groom and she's smiling, and everyone is smiling, viewing her, thinking that she's happy just because they're looking at her, and just because she has a white dress, they think that she's happy. But in reality, under that white dress, she had other feelings. She had other feelings. She wasn't happy. And she was not. This place, supposed to be the city of love, the city of love, And she killed herself in the city of love. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? Days passed by, and I couldn't, in my dream, and I couldn't get over her. I was crying, and every time I closed my eyes, I saw this Eiffel Tower lit up, and her in white, slow motion. Wow, I cannot believe this is here in my face. Wow, this makes it so much better. Fallen, fallen. The bride has fallen. And just like that, she fell. And she was gone. And they mourned her and they buried her. I didn't know much about the groom. I think the groom tried to run to her or try to revive her too. But days passed and I was just devastated. I said, oh my God, the bride fell. The bride fell. How can this be? Why am I so affected by this person that I don't even know? And I was just in tears. Like, I knew this person. And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't let her go. I was so devastated that the bride has fallen. That when she left, when she actually threw herself and died, I felt like a part of me was missing. I felt like my sanity and my peace was gone. I felt like she was my happiness. I felt that seeing her shining on the top of this Eiffel Tower, she was just like a glittering white light. And just like that, she just threw herself. I don't really know if she committed suicide. That was never established. But CNN and all major, I just remember CNN, but every channel, they had a video of her. Boom, boom, the bride has fallen. Right there, the bride has fallen. And I was like, and even after days as well, they continue, and there was such sorrow in my heart, and I couldn't get over it, and I didn't get over it actually. And then my husband kept trying to, he just kept trying, and I was like, everything I did in emptiness. I was sad, I was empty, I didn't know what to do. I felt like I lost half of my whole heart was gone. I felt, I don't know, I just felt empty. There wasn't nothing. I was just like, I had no energy to do or say or nothing. I didn't want to work. I knew that something was over because she was gone. I just knew. And when I actually woke up from my dream, I woke up with this heavy heart and I started crying and crying and crying. I didn't wake up my husband because my husband, he doesn't really understand my dreams or how I feel about them. And it was so hard I think for 2 days, I was just not crying. Just the first time I woke up, I was crying at night. And then I was just like, oh my God, she died, the bride died. Why? The bride has fallen. Why? I woke up with that same pain in my dream. I woke up with it. And after I fell asleep, I started crying as I was sleeping. I then woke up again and I didn't cry. But I had this heavy heart that I couldn't shake. And the whole week, all I remembered was this Eiffel Tower and the bride fallen in public. I don't know if she really committed suicide or if she wasn't careful or she got pushed. I don't know. All I know was that she fell and she was gone. And I can't, and then when I woke up, immediately the first thing that pops in my head was the church. What's gonna happen with the church? I don't know. I don't know what the dream meant. I'm still praying about it. But I believe it was a truly significant dream. And I don't think it was meant for me personally. Maybe, but I really don't, because of the fact that it was such a public area. The city of love. And CNN posting in public worldwide, wherever CNN is viewed, the bride has fallen, on an urgent red alert. The bride, it was such an alert, and everyone's scrambling because the bride has fallen. They were outraged. They couldn't believe it. Everybody was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's gonna happen now? I don't know why people were scrambling, but I had this dream a few weeks ago. And I don't know. What do you guys think it was? The bride has fallen, CNN said. And all the public mourned her. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my dream. I pray that everyone viewing or listening is blessed, and take care of yourself from this virus. Wear gloves, wear a mask, don't touch your face. Clean your cell phones too, like the screen and the buttons. Don't give it to your kids without cleaning it. Pray a lot. Pray for peace. Pray for protection over your family and yourself and others, for your neighborhood, for your state, for your country, for those affected. Praise for the souls, Pray for the Lord to give you the spirit of discernment. God is good. But you also have to do your part, and I pray that you are blessed, and take care, and leave comments of what you think this dream could have meant. Again, the fact that this Eiffel Tower was here, I thought that was super cool. Yeah, so thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my dream, and hopefully it can mean something to someone, or a wake-up call or confirmation for anyone. I do believe this was from the Lord, because it was unexpected, and the way that people felt after she was gone, and the fact that the CNN was reporting the bride has fallen. I don't know. Such a public area in a city of love, I believe that meant something. But give me a like, subscribe, share your dreams if you have some, and leave comments. I'm curious to just to see what people thinks about this dream of my Eiffel Tower and the bride. Good night. God bless.